Hi guys, this is Dr. Winterbottom. It's Wednesday, um, or Friday if you're in the other class. This is about the long vowel sounds. And for homework, you guys were asked to do the material on pages 52 to 57 in chapter 2 of our textbook. So we talked last time on Collaborate a little bit about practice 3, practice 4, practice 5, 6, and 7. I had a problem because of a power outage, and I was a bit delayed putting all of this together for class. So today, what I'm going to go over is practice 3, 4, 5, and 6, and I'll save 7 for next time. Okay, so let's talk about long vowel sounds. A long A sounds like pay, E sounds like bee, I sounds like pie, O sounds like toe, and U sounds like use. All right, practice 3. Practice with the long A sound. Say each word below to yourself and write an A with a line symbol beside each word that contains a long A sound. And put an X beside the words that do not have a long A sound. Rake, that is a long A. Stack, that is not. Plant, that is not. Tape is long. Race is long. Pain is long. Ram is not. Span is not. Sad is not. And stay is long. So check your homework as you go through this and correct any mistakes. All right, practice 3, part B, practice with the long E sound. Beam is long, fed is not, feed is long, wet is not, her is not, meet is long, spend is not, street is long, bent is not, and free is long. Check your homework, fix any mistakes. All right, practicing with the long I sound. This is part C. Wine is long, sip is not. Crime is long, list is not. Die is long, fist is not. Mint is not. Bride is long, pink is not. Mile is long. Okay, now we're going to look at the long O sound. Code is a long O. Stoop is not. Bone is a long O sound. Float is a long O. Box is not. Flock is not. Loan is a long O. Lock is not. Low is a long O, and strong is not. And then long U. Bus is not. Fuse is long. Runt is not. Huge is long. Cure is long. Thump is not. Mute is long. Blunt is not. Cube is long. And cut is not. Okay, so now we're going to talk about the silent E rule. When a word or syllable ends in a vowel, consonant E, the vowel before the consonant is long and the final E is silent. Hat becomes hate, pet becomes Pete, fill becomes file, rob becomes robe, and cut becomes cute. All right, let's look at practice 4. I asked you to do numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4. There were 5 items there. Number 1, the forest fire burned many oak, elm, or pine trees. You want to choose a word that has a silent E, that has a long vowel, a consonant, and then a silent E. So the answer to that would be pine, right? The I, you hear that long I vowel sound, and the E is silent. Number 2, when we first meet someone, we decide whether he or she is a person we can trust, like, or enjoy. Like. Like has a long I sound and the E is silent, right? So it's a long vowel sound, a consonant, and then a silent E. Number 3, when you go to class, make sure you have your notebook, textbook, or pen with you. Well, you want a word that has a silent E in it, right? So I would choose notebook. Number 4, it's dangerous, risky, unsafe to fall asleep on top of an electric blanket. I would choose unsafe there. Number 5, is climbing a tall mountain a brave, fearless, or bold adventure or foolish one? Which word do you think has a silent E there? I would choose brave. Okay, rule number 2, two vowels together. When two of certain vowels are together, the first vowel is long and the second is silent. So some of these combinations are AI as in aid and aim, AY as in pay and stay, EA as in eat and cream, EE as in knee and feet, IE as in lie and tide, OA as in oat and toad, OE as in hoe and goes. Okay, so for practice 5, I asked you to do numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4. You're going to complete each sentence by filling in the word that follows the two vowels together rule. Remember that you are looking for two vowels together, like AI, AY, EA, EE, IE, OA, or OE. Number 1, you must be patient if you want to train, ride, or own a horse. Well, which of those words has two vowels together? I think I would pick train because you have the AI there. Number 2, in 1896, the first modern Olympics were held in Italy, Greece, or France. Well, it's going to be Greece because you've got the two E's. Be sure to check your homework, and if you made any mistakes, fix your mistakes. Number 3, the entire lifespan of some insects can last all of a minute, day, or month. Okay, so we're looking for two vowels together. So I would say day because of the AY, right? And remember, AY, that's one of those vowel combinations. Number 4, before taking a shower, make sure you have enough time, soap, or hot water. I would pick the word that has an OA in it, the soap, right? Number 5, some people like individual sports such as tennis, while others prefer team, group, or joint sports like softball. This one's a little tricky because each of those words has a vowel combination. But what's the rule? The rule is that the first of the two vowels is going to be the long sound. So team does have a long E. Group is a little bit different. It doesn't sound like a typical long O, and the same is true for joint. So I'd say team because of that long E. Okay. All right, rule 3, final single vowel. A single vowel at the end of a word or syllable other than a silent E usually has a long sound. This is the rule for long vowel sounds. Rule 3 again. So basic, music, high, notice, me, and she. So let's start with hi, me, and she, and then also the word go. So those are easy to recognize as having a single vowel at the end of the word with a long sound, right? Hi, me, she, go, right? Now, basic, music, and notice, those are two-syllable words, but what they're asking us to think about is the way you would split the syllables in that word. So basic, music, notice, right? So it's a little trickier, but the idea is that the syllable ends with the single vowel. Like if you were to put a dash between the A and the S, like basic, music, where you would split the word, that first syllable ends with a long vowel. Okay, it is a little bit trickier. Okay, for practice 6, I asked you to do 1 through 4. So in each item, 3 words are bold-faced, and in the space provided, write the one bold-faced word that is an example of the final single vowel rule. Gold was one of the first precious metals discovered by people. It is also one of the rarest metals. Okay, so which of those words has a a long final vowel? I believe that that would be also, right? Okay, number 2, scientists have learned that the web of a spider can be 3 times stronger than iron of the same thickness. So spider, 3 or thickness. Okay, which one has a long vowel sound? Well, spider, the I is long. 3, you have a long E sound, but you also have 2 vowels there, like the double E. Thickness, those are short vowel sounds. So I would go with spider, right? So it's one where it's, if you split the syllables, spider, the long I sound, that vowel is by itself at the end of the first syllable, right? Spider. Number 3, on the average, Americans today sleep over an hour less than Americans of 50 years ago. All right, so we're looking for a word that has a final long vowel at the end of a word or syllable. So I guess we're going to look for a syllable, right? So over, that's a good candidate. Less, that's a short vowel. Years, that's 2 vowels together and sounds like a long E, but I'd go with over, right? You split the word into the 2 syllables, over, and you have a long O at the end of the first syllable. I mean, it's the whole syllable, but still. Okay, 4, a computer crash can erase valuable information which may then be lost forever. I would choose the word erase there because, again, you split the syllables up and the E is in a syllable by itself, right? So it's the end of the first syllable. Okay, that's a little bit trickier because you have to start breaking the words up into syllables. Okay, so we're going to do a short review quiz for Chapter 2 on Blackboard, and I will make the quiz available soon. It's going to be a little bit later than usual because of the power outage. I am still working on the quiz. So I'll try to get it out as close to 2:30 as I can, but it may end up being closer to 3, maybe 2:45 if I can finish it. I'm going to go work on that right now. Okay, thank you.